Gina.
Hi.
You went today.
Yes.
This is. I have to thank you for doing this because this is you knew you were going to be on the show and so you see stuff the day of, which I've been known to do from time to time.
I love it. Friday matinees are the best.
How many people were in the crowd?
Maybe a dozen.
The unemployed, the old, and the weird, and you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
In that order. But Gina went to see Battleship. So we love breaking down the aspects of the action film trailer. So Kobe, let's hit it.
You ready for this?
I'm going to walk up to him, look him right in the eyes.
What are you gonna say?
Your daughter is the best thing that has happened to me in my entire life. It would be an honor to have your permission to marry her.
What is wrong with you?
You went from enlisted to an officer faster than anyone in the history of the United States Navy.
But I have never, ever seen a man waste himself better than you. What my daughter sees in you is a great mystery to me. Enjoy these naval exercises, Hopper. They're likely to be your last.
What the heck is that? Got an unknown surface contact.
Rich, T.O., I've got nothing on the scope.
Let's get a team in the RIP to investigate this thing.
Hopper, you're on it.
Copy, sir.
Sir, my radar's totally down.
Prepare to fire.
Sir, which weapons?
All of them.
Okay, no loud driving rock music in this trailer.
There was at the beginning.
It was like old hippie beach rock music.
And
What's
wrong with that?
It wasn't modern driving action movie rock music.
But when they get on the actual battleship, they play Thunderstruck.
That's 20 years old, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the battleship is old, too.
I was in college when
It's a
when Thunderstruck
retired
came out.
battleship. It has old people on it.
And there's a girl at the very beginning, so I got a feeling she disappears.
Oh, hot chick,
Hot
daughter of Liam Neeson.
Neeson. And, of course, that little exposition, Liam Neeson does not like the hero.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of no dialogue in the trailer.
Yep, a lot of explosions,
and metal clanging.
mechanical sounds, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's based on a board game, ladies and gentlemen, that I grew up playing
Don't
and
see
enjoying.
how they got that.
Oh, but I'll tell you, it's awesome.
And by the way, sorry, this is also directed by Peter Berg, who gave us Friday Night Lights. And it looks like Transformers, but it's not. I'm sorry. Continue, Gina.
Well, the element that really reminded me of Transformers was actually the Transmedian Devil circular saws, which is what I call them, not what the movie calls them. I don't think the movie called them anything.
Oh my gosh, it's so
They just
Devil
destroy everything.
Rhianna says that.
They just rip through ships and stuff. So yeah, you've got these aliens that come to Earth, and now the Navy has to fight them. The Navy is our last line of defense in Hawaii, and the Americans and the Japanese have to work together.
Wait,
Oh,
they
no.
still
Hawaii.
don't like each other after 70 years?
Well, they're mad because the Japanese beat them at soccer like the day before.
Really?
Yeah, the tensions are
Because
high,
that's
and
what
they're
happened. The women's
beating each
World
other up.
Cup. That's what happened at
That-
the women's World Cup.
That's why our Taylor fellow is getting reamed in the trailer because he got in a fist fight with the
he's not
Japanese
really getting
guy who
reamed.
kicked him in the face.
Oh, I see. Not hard enough, apparently.
No, not hard enough.
So,
So you've
so
got
they were. Are you saying the team was Pearl Harbored?
a little. It's mostly because Taylor's an idiot and doesn't know how to kick a ball.
which is really not a good thing to have when you're playing soccer.
Well, when you have a hero, sometimes they have to start out really stupid. And that's what he does. He is the reckless brother who is told by everyone how brilliant he is, but he makes really stupid decisions. His brother is played by Alexander Skarsgård. He's the responsible, awesome Navy dude who talks his brother into doing this because brother needs a job.
Gina's making fist pumps with
I am. And I have to say, every moment Alexander Skarsgård was on the screen, the movie was so amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you need a correspondent for Alexander Skarsgård, I'm throwing in my name.
You're officially the Alexander Skarsgård
yes.
correspondent. Okay. Oh. So are we, to irritate Kobe, is Taylor wearing a Pele jersey?
No.
I'm on IMDb here because I have no idea who you're talking about. This Taylor person, Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah,
not Lautner.
No.
Yeah, Kitsch.
Because he wore a Clemente jersey in Abduction, and that really irritated him.
Yeah, this dude was most recently in that movie with all the jumping on Mars.
John Carter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
John Carter.
Yeah,
not John
yeah,
Carter
yeah.
in Mars. John Carter.
Just Mars jumping dude.
Mars jumping dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you can guess between the two brothers, which one's going to have to save the Earth? Which one is more suited?
It's Liam Neeson. Because he's everyone's favorite
intellectual
action
movie star. He gets trapped outside a force field with most of the Navy.
He's Liam Neeson. He can stop force fields. He's stopped wolves of prostitution cartel.
No, he spends like the whole movie on the phone saying, I can't get through the force field.
But he's Liam Neeson. He can put things on his fists and just punch through the force field. No,
he spends most of the time complaining he can't get through the force field. But a few ships are left inside, and they have to do lots of work.
But he has skills. He will find them, and he will kill them.
He's just got to wait for the force field to come down so he can use his skills.
He also fought the people he fought on the A-Team. I don't remember who the villains were in the A-Team. So, wow. Okay, yeah. So does it look anything like? Does somebody say he sank my battleship?
Well, there was a line. I wish I had written it down because I can't remember it now. But there was like some old dude man like something like, that's what you get from a battleship, Sonny. I don't think he said Sonny. I'm just embellishing it.
With
But
a fist pump, yeah.
Yeah, because at one point they're left with one old retired boat that hasn't been used in years, and suddenly all the war vets are on board, like ready to help out.
Who else is in this cast, Lego? You're looking at the IMDb, aren't you?
Oh, I'm.
What?
Hang on. No,
you're sighing is what
you're
doing.
Well, you've got Rhianna, who is a tiny girl. She is like the resident tough hot chick with big guns.
Because Michelle, and with big guns.
Not ones that she holds in her hands and shoots at people. Not actually.
Not a firearm. Say not a firearm.
She's not taking you to the gun show.
Okay. But her film debut, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She spends lots of time running around and making fun of boys for not being as tough as her.
Of course.
That's original.
Mm-hmm. You have another character, a fella who is very much like Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump because he's got magic legs.
But he's not Gary Sinise.
No. But he's like working through his rehab, and he has to become a hero and go fight the aliens too on land.
And then he plays in a rock band for the troops.
No.
Okay.
No, he just goes and does hero stuff.
Hero stuff. Okay.
But what makes it like Battleship the game, these little touches that they threw in to make it actually somewhat related to the game were my favorite moments of the movie because they made me giggle a lot. For example,
but I bet they weren't intending for you to giggle at it.
I had to though because they were funny.
Okay.
Like for one example, the aliens shoot these little missiles out of their ship.
Do they say E5?
No, but when you look at them, you realize that they are rather peg-shaped. Like they kind of have a peg shape to them, and they're not yellow, but they have yellow stripes on them.
Sure.
And so when they land on a ship, they get stuck in the ship because of the peg thing. They kind of just go and land in the ship, and then go.
No.
Seriously, that's what happens.
Come on.
Yeah, they just go and get stuck in the ship.
There you go.
And sometimes the Navy tries to shoot them down. Sometimes they get stuck and their ship blows
Nobody
up.
says hit or miss.
Actually,
they do.
The other element, like the game, is at one point they realize we can't use our radar. So they decide to use water displacement with the buoys and set up a grid. And then they start saying, like, B-17. And they wait for it, and then they fire. And then they say miss. And then eventually they'll say hit. Yeah, they do say hit and miss. That scene was awesome.
Wow.
I was so amused.
But is it worthwhile?
I thought it was fun. I mean, I had fun. Moments of it were definitely stupid, but for the most part, it was really fun.
I think we got another one there, Cobe.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we have a reaction for that? Since we should just save that one.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
There we go.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It was loud and explosions and stuff.
You sound like a 5-year-old.
and then we saw Battleship.
And then the missiles, they go boom.
Then we make McDonald's afterwards, and then I got a Happy Meal and a chocolate shake.
Actually, Rhianna fires most of the missiles, and at one point she does say boom, and then it goes.
Yep.
Because she's tough. She's a tough girl.
Yeah, she knows it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
She knows.
Are you okay over there, Mr. Tebow?
Yep.
If you like this review, go to my site at hauntedflowerreviews.com. I also have a podcast on iTunes. Please leave me ratings and comments. Also, we have a store, hauntedflower.com, where you can find the best online apparel and accessories from movies, TV shows, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower, and that's where we have all of our contests too, so you can win free stuff. Go to indiemojo.com if you live in Indianapolis, and you can find out how to go to free movies.